Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing to this YouTube channel. The headlines: Inside Lagos, hoodlums invade palace, disrupt 15th year coronation anniversary celebration, loot shops, vandalize properties, kill one person. So let's quickly dive into the news. So hoodlums on Thursday invaded the palace of Olotu of Oto Awowi Kingdom, or Josiah Aino, allegedly attacked guests and disrupted the celebration of his 15th year coronation anniversary, a situation that led to the death of one person who is yet to be identified. Reports has it that the celebration was ongoing when the hoodlums, who were armed with weapons, stormed the community, attacked and robbed residents of their valuables. The hoodlums were said to have taken advantage of the tension created during the attack to invade the palace where the celebration was taking place. During the invasion, the hoodlums reportedly attacked the Monarchs' guests, vandalized properties, including vehicles, and burned some shops within the vicinity. It was gathered that most guests scampered to safety. Some others, who were unlucky, sustained varying degrees of injuries and were rushed to nearby hospitals for treatment. A resident who gave his name only as Sunday for security reasons said nobody respected the invasion, adding that the hoodlums burgled and looted shops in the community. Wow, this is very sad. He said, "We didn't know how the whole situation escalated to this extent. I was there till 11 p.m. on Wednesday and there was no sign of a possible attack. It was this morning that they came with different weapons." They started by looting people's shops and destroying their goods. You can see the whole road littered with broken bottles. They also forced their way into people's houses and destroyed their properties. Another resident, Wasiu Alao, said he alleged that the hoodlums responsible for the invasion were from Ijanikin community, adding that the Ijanikin and Oto Awowi communities were at peace, but I don't know why they choose to invade the community, he said. The Bale Ogbetedo of Oto Awowi, Obanla Adeshino, said when they got the information about the impending attack, relevant security agents were informed and an appeal was made to prevent any form of mayhem. Additional said, "I called the council chairman to intervene over the incident and he promised to call for a security stakeholder meeting. But to our surprise, boys from the Ijanikin community suddenly invaded the ongoing ceremony. They attacked around 8:30 a.m. with cutlasses, bottles and guns. There were more than 400 boys. Oh my goodness. When they entered the palace, some vehicles were vandalized and the guests had to run for their lives. So that led to the invitation of the police. Some of our boys were also shot and stabbed." The Balogun of the kingdom, Rufus Ifatosin, said the attack was planned, adding that the hoodlums disrupted the coronation anniversary despite Aino giving them money. Even still tried to, tell them not to come, gave them money, and they still came. That's so sad now. That's bad. The boys from the Janikin community came with masquerade on Sunday to request for money, and our KBSC gave them 200,000 naira, but they started fighting over it on their way out. They kept fighting since then, but what happened this morning came as a surprise to us. They almost wounded our KBSC when they invaded the palace. Oh my goodness, this has gotten out of hand. This has really gotten out of hand. KBSC. Wow. However, I know during the conversation said steps have been made to settle the differences between the two communities, adding that despite the measures in the palace, the hoodlums from the neighboring community attacked his palace. This morning, I called the council chairman to report what I heard from the community, and he said the boys were from Agbara and not from Ijakini community. But at the end of the day, I discovered that the boys that invaded my palace were from Ijaniki. I know them and I know their family, Aino said. The State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Benjamin Hudei, confirmed that one person was killed during the invasion, adding that the policemen had restored normalcy in the community. He said there was a clash between some communities and the police were there to quell the unrest. There was a shooting, and I can confirm that one person died. We are still investigating the extent of damage as well as the entire scenario. Okay, so this was what happened. This community during the 15th year coronation in the palace of Oba Josiah Aino. So it's really very painful. And he said these certain boys, I don't know if you've heard about this kind of boys before. They come and do a lot of things, especially when you don't pay them. They'll come and, I don't know why they are paying them, but normally you just say, okay, boys in the area, give them some money. But they don't know you hear that one. They will come and, scatter this thing. When they've smoked and drank, they'll do anything they want to do in your party. But Oba Josiah said, he gave them 200,000 naira not to come, but they still came to see the extent of insecurity in Nigeria. I would just come from nowhere and vandalize people's properties, loot their shops. That's not nice at all. So let's look at the comments of people. Ola said, boys are seriously hungry. Abio, they are hungry. After collecting 200,000 naira, they still came to loot people's shops and vandalize properties. I don't think they are hungry. I think they are just stupid. I think they just took something to their system that is working. They don't get it. You vandalize. Okay, if you are hungry, at least you steal. But this one, they vandalize people's properties. It doesn't make sense, sir. Somebody said at 8 a.m., over 400 jobless boys just within a small community, yet same people are clamoring for contention of evil APC regime. All of them, including their leaders, should be arrested and charged for public disturbance, lootings, and murders. So this person is saying that these same people that are clamoring for the APC, these same people, they're the ones that are still doing evil things. He's saying that they and their leaders should be arrested. Okay, so Benedict said something. I don't understand this government whereby all this traditional or ritual or masquerade takes place in the village, not in the city. Go your village and coronate yourself, Mr. King, instead of putting life of people and properties in danger. Thief people. What's this one saying? That is their village, for crying out loud. Excuse me, ma, that is their village. So they can do whatever they want. It's their tradition. It's a tradition. Pius Ujuku said, this community is claiming that they were invaded, and the police is talking about two communities clashing. This community is claiming that they were invaded, and the police is talking about two communities clashing. The reason crimes and insecurity are difficult to tackle is because the security agents can't be relied upon to honestly investigate criminal cases and prosecute culprits. There's every possibility that politics is involved in these, and the politicians behind it will definitely shield their boys. For instance, while the community is claiming that the people who attacked them are from Ijanikin, the community chairman is saying they are from Agbara. My brother, me too, I don't understand what is happening, or I don't get what is happening. Are they confused in that community? Fela de Globa said, wonderfulness, wonder. Nothing is impossible in Nigeria of today. Invading King Palace is now common in our society. No fear of the king and his cabinets. That is what we see. That is what we see happening now. So somebody replied to this guy, K′Lléd Mustafa replied. He said, because the kings have bewitted themselves because of the love for money. That one is deep. That one is deep. Indris Abolawinwa said, let them enter president. This one has small things. Owo mida boys. Okay, so this person is saying that this one is small. The APC, they've not even entered the presidential seat. They are already experiencing this. So if they become president, what will happen? If Tinubu Jagaban becomes president, then the boys will become president in the streets too. They'll become governors. They can do whatever they like, and they will not be arrested. So this is how we see insecurity in Nigeria right now. And this is why the Yoruba nation are saying they should leave before this thing escalates, before the problem escalates into something that we can't understand. Yes, the Yoruba nation are saying we should leave. We should leave. We should leave. The insecurity in Nigeria is too much. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of proportions. We don't even understand what is going on right now. If you go and report a case in the police station, they'll ask you to pay money. Excuse me, we are reporting a case. We are not trying to hire a lawyer. That's what happened in our today Nigeria. Let me comment on this what happened in this palace, how boys had the mind to go into a palace to invade the palace and almost injured the Kabiyesi. That's Oba Josiah, I know. And the police are claiming that it's a clash between two communities. Let me hear your comment on this. What's really happening? Please don't forget to like this video channel. For those who have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for your time. Subscribe and get more news from us. Thank you so much. God bless.